So here we have paragraph 10, which is a discussion about solar radiation. So if you just put paragraph 10 here, mark that paragraph, and let's get right to the reading. The sun is another important source of energy. In addition to the solar energy that is stored in fossil fuels, the sun constantly produces energy in the form of heat and light, or radiant energy. Now, you can circle the sun. I think we all understand that sun is solar energy, but this idea of radiant energy is one that they're going to take a look at. Although this energy has been used for thousands of years to dry clothes and food, modern technologies have been developed to capture and use solar energy for different purposes. Giant mirrors are being used across the planet to heat tanks of water to produce steam to generate electricity with turbines. So when this happens, we're talking about creating steam to generate electricity with turbines. This is different from solar collectors. Water heated in this way can also be pumped directly to faucets in homes and businesses. So this is actually, we're talking about hot water heat, heating hot water. Solar cells, which act like batteries, turn sunlight directly into electricity. Solar cells can be used to power calculators, telephones, heat buildings, and even run satellites that orbit the Earth. So, here we go with our advantages and our disadvantages for solar radiation or solar energy. And if you'd go ahead and get your blue colored pencil for the advantages and disadvantages. Advantages of solar energy are similar to wind and water in that solar energy is renewable. So this is the first one. And it's available on a perpetual basis, meaning forever, all the time. Solar energy is free and produces no pollution. So we have basically 4 advantages that we've noted here. However, it does have some disadvantages in that solar radiation does not work at night. Obviously, when the Earth is turned away from the sun's radiation, it's not receiving any of the sun's rays, and so the solar collectors don't work. Solar energy can also be unreliable in areas that aren't sunny all. Like if you live in a cloudy area, clouds basically mean it's a little more difficult for solar radiation to work and to produce sufficient energy using solar cells. Also, solar power stations and solar cells can be very expensive to build and run. So just get your green colored pencil as well, and let's make sure we understand that radiant energy is heat and light. Okay, so the sun constantly produces energy in the form of heat and light. We call that radiant energy. This whole idea of solar energy being stored in fossil fuels, let's not make that a big focus. So this pretty much wraps up this discussion of this paragraph. If you have not watched the video that has the diagrams of kind of overviewing solar radiation, then please take a look at those diagrams. You don't have to copy them down, but I would like you to watch those a couple of times or look at those a few times. Pause the video when you're looking at it and just study them and study the diagrams and the flow of energy and how you see the electricity actually being produced and moved when we use solar energy.